Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Taken down at the 43.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now 2nd and 6.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Intended for number 33. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle made at the 12.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown. touchdown, Washington. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
13-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and running and take the pressure off.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Open man is Sims. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And Walker has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one, and another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Washington first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker.
Haskins pass.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line. From the gun, it's Haskins. And the completion there by Haskins, and you think back to the 2019 draft, both Dwayne and his counterpart on the other sideline, Daniel Jones, first-round picks in that draft. Jones taken 6th, Haskins 15th, and they might be seeing a lot of each other for quite a while here in the NFC East.
Complete to
12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Haskins going to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Again, it's Haskins. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
To Terry McLaurin.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to...
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is Washington now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams, so some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from...
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times. handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30. It's a foot race. 20.
I'm going to show you,
and
man.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. 84 yards. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He has been a touchdown machine. It has been enjoyable to watch.
And the scoreboard continues to light up as a result of his efforts. He's been a blast, though. Every time you look up, you just figure if he's got the ball in his hands, he's going to end up in the end zone. It's been that kind of a game for him.
Absolutely. Now you just keep waiting for more. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Carry for the running back.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He's brought down.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Riley Dixon now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And it's taken in at the 9. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards.
Their own 19-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Get that clock.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still 2nd down.
Mike 55, right there, middle, 55. Hey, QB's trash. Let's go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now look at him go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not trying.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brought down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your